Welcome to Saudi Arabia, where the driving style is having an accident. That's how we drive here. Just have an accident. Sporadic. Not even sporadically, quite frequently.
This whole vlog's going to be about traffic. Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia. A spontaneous but curious trip that I had made on a whim thanks to my friend who lives here. Tize, carpool karaoke?
No.
I began my visit to this at times mysterious, at times misunderstood country by spending some time in the National Museum. There's a range of exhibits spanning thousands of years of Saudi history, from the prehistoric days to the pre-Islamic civilizations, all the way to Saudi Arabia in the present day. It was fascinating to get a sense of all of the changes of power over the years that have led to the modern-day Saudi Arabia state. Now, Riyadh, though the capital, is perhaps not the most interesting place in Saudi Arabia to visit. There are places like Jeddah or Al Ula that I'd like to come back and check out in the future. But for now, it's been nice to see the capital too. We've just finished up here at the museum and we've seen a few interesting exhibits, plenty about Islam, plenty about oil, and obviously the holy pilgrimage, the Hajj as well. Back through the Riyadh traffic, and now it was time to visit the Mazmak Fort, one of Riyadh's most significant historical attractions, where the Battle of Riyadh took place in 1902, in which the House of Saud successfully retook the city from the House of Al-Rashid, establishing what later became modern-day Saudi Arabia. And speaking of the modern-day nation, if you're in the capital of Riyadh, you've got to make it up to the top of the Kingdom Tower to check out all the skyline views from the Sky Bridge. Truthfully though, Riyadh isn't exactly a city known for its world-class attractions. Instead, it's all about hanging out at the plazas and cafes and having a good time. That's what Tizin and I got up to for most of my time in town. And for the rest of this video, we'll bring you along the other major excursion we did into the desert to explore a few traditional Saudi villages and get some photos and videos with our cameras. After a few days in the city of Riyadh, we're out here checking out a few cute Saudi villages. Let's see what's going on. Even though we didn't see too many people among these clay and mud brick buildings, it was still quite striking to hear the daily call to prayer sounding, one of my favorite things about being in the Middle East. So far, what I feel like sets apart Saudi Arabia from the other Middle Eastern countries I've been to is there's a much more traditional way of life to actually come and absorb here in Saudi Arabia compared to places like Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Doha, Bahrain, small cities. You know, they're just a city, lots of money. But here there's some interesting traditional things to do outside of the city as well. We continued to Shakra Heritage Village to see what else the Saudi countryside had in store. We've made it to the top of the buildings of one of these little villages. There's not all too much going on, but it's nice to get a sense of this local countryside life. We're just about done around here. Time to head back into the city, head back into the traffic. But at this point, we finally ran into some new friends. What is happening right now?
When you meet new people in this part of town, you take a picture with their car.
Yeah.
So you remember
nice.
them.
There's not a lot of Chinese faces here in Riyadh, so sometimes the locals would try to stop us and take some photos. We soon embarked on the journey home, but we ran into a quick hiccup there too. Tizen, why did we get into this situation?
I'm blind. I can't tell the difference between gravel and sand.
Look at this, we're stuck in the sand over here. After extricating ourselves from a sticky situation, we headed back into the Riyadh traffic just as night fell, running late for our dinner plans. After a few relaxing and eye-opening days here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, it was time to head back into the Riyadh traffic and make my way to the airport for my onward journey to Dubai. If I'm being honest, I've barely scratched the surface of this vast and varied country on my first visit strictly to the capital, and I'd love to come back and check out some of the other cities, as well as some of the natural attractions scattered around the country on my next visit. Still, I was grateful to get a taste of this country that's rapidly modernizing and opening up to the world. Having recently fully opened up their tourist visa scheme and quickly building new attractions to bring new visitors, Saudi Arabia promises to be a leading tourist hotspot in the coming years. And with that, we're back at King Khalil International Airport here in Riyadh after a very eye-opening couple of days here in the Saudi Arabian capital. It's very much about enjoying a chill city that's rapidly on the rise and going out for coffee, going out for dinner, and having a good time. I'd like to give a special thank you to my friend Tizen from Vicarious Voyager for showing me around his hood here in Saudi Arabia. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, you might be curious about neighboring Bahrain and what life is like there. If so, go ahead and check out this video to find out more about Bahrain and all of its sights and sounds. And I'll see you in that video as well as the next one.